Shalom. Shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Bukaha Kadash. I want to give a honor to the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone who do rule well. And the citation to hope for elect is the brother Damawa from the GMS Cleveland branch coming back with another video. And we're going to get straight to it. Alright, this is, I got a couple of videos from Kim Iverson and Orlando. And basically going into the government line with this whole shutdown. All right, and how all of this is going to add to the I can't say the word perplexly. I cannot say it. All right, but basically, people are going to be all right confused. All right. Right now, a lot of them is still cruising off a little bit of money put up, all right, off their boyfriend, still able to sell little drugs here and there, off of people being able to move still just a little bit. But very soon, right, as these government shutdowns continue on, because I don't see them giving it back to them. Okay, I see them using this, and then it's going further and further and further until people start hitting the streets, and then they're gonna hit the people with the universal income. All right, but hey, who am I? I don't know how the Lord is going to play this, but I do know that the suffering is just starting. All right, this is the beginning of woes. Okay, so with no further ado, let's go and get into it.
So the U.S. government is still shut down, which means millions of Americans are going without pay while Congress is on vacation at the moment until August 14th. That's the House. The House is on recess. So millions of Americans are without pay. Many are being furloughed. There's discussions of cutting them entirely and people losing their jobs. And the truth about government shutdowns should absolutely enrage you, because once I walk you through how ridiculous and how totally unnecessary this is, how they literally at any minute could decide not to do a shutdown, and it's not for the reasons you think. The truth about government shutdowns should absolutely enrage you. First of all, let me play for you the clips of what Johnson says. Mike Johnson, Speaker Mike Johnson, this is what he says the reason is for the shutdown versus Chuck Schumer saying the reasons for the shutdown. And let me just tell you right now, they're both wrong. And I'm not going to even talk about policy issues, because that actually doesn't matter. Why they've shut down, who's lying, who's saying what, all of this doesn't matter. They're literally robbing millions of Americans of a paycheck, all for just political spectacle. They literally do not have to do this. And let me just explain. Government shutdown, the very first government shutdown was in 1980. 1980. Not 1780, not 1880, 1980. The government went 200 years without shutting down ever. Why is that? Now, your first instinct might be incompetence. This government is just now incompetent. Nope, that's not it either. They actually created this whole spectacle in order to make you and me stress out so that we feel like, oh no, and they get to play on this and ride on this while Mike Johnson recesses the House, sends everybody on vacation, says don't come back till October 14th. It doesn't matter if Americans can't buy groceries because they're not getting their paychecks. This is so absolutely infuriating. But here's what Mike Johnson has.
Exactly, and that's the reaction that they want. They want the people infuriated. They want the people, right, to be stressed out. So when they come with this MOTB, all right, you're going to be more than willing to take it, all right? Your little baby over there looking at you, his ribs showing the shit. You've been debating on cooking this little nigga for the last 2 days, right? So when the government say, hey, we got to wait for you to eat, but you got to take this RFID chip, you know you people going to take it, all right? So, again, this is the beginning of woes. Right, this is coming to pass, man. All right, and it's coming fast. Ecclesiastes 10:1, it says, "A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered." These people is telling you that they don't have any answers, right? All the wisdom is out of teaming, so they don't got no answers for shit. Everything they do end up backfiring or make the situation worse. Okay, so sooner or later the people are going to come to the grips that this is a spiritual thing. This don't have nothing to do about the will of man, because the will of man cannot outwill the will of the Heavenly Father. Okay, so verse 2, it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And the manner of the man of the ruler of the city is such are all they that dwell therein. All right, and that's why the Lord is going to put down the rulers of this place and destroy the citizens of this place. All right, only people that are coming are the elect. All right, are the people that won't out. All right, the people who didn't make America their rest. All right, Ecclesiastes 10:3, main point. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people. Let's go back to that clip.
Everybody on vacation says, don't come back till October 14th. It doesn't matter if Americans can't buy groceries because they're not getting their paychecks. This is so absolutely infuriating. But here's what Mike
Ecclesiastes 10:3, an unwise king destroyeth his people. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The so-called white man, your elites, are your biggest enemies. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city should be inhabited. They are trying to depopulate. But the scripture here says that when the king is doing the right things, your city going to be jumping. What's going on over here in America? 1,000 ways to die. 1,000 ways to die. and you ain't got to be living dangerously over here. All right, just eating the food, you taking a chance. Right? Dating a chick over here, you taking a chance. Okay? Who made this environment like this? Your government, so-called white man. All right? Verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set one over it that is profitable. Okay? So very soon, very soon, all right, the Lord is going to send help. But before he send help, he's got to get rid of all the people that don't want his help. All right? So that's all you people who've been living on your own will, right? Atheists, right? So-called Baptists, right? So-called Christians, right? All you people, right? All you people are hypocrites. So-called Catholics, Roman, all of them. All you people are hypocrites, and all you people are about to receive punishment for your doings, man. All right? But first, this government shutdown is going to put you, it's going to bring that initial straight. All right? And one thing about it is, a lot of these people that was working for the federal government had a nice little lump sum. They had a couple moves being made. They probably had property. But as you can see, the government been putting the outside squeeze on people for like the last 6 months. Meaning what? Properties, any type of little hustles, stocks, right? All those things has been uncertain. So the only thing that has been consistent is what? Is people who have more things like land or property that they're renting or car owners. You know, basically people who get paid from other people who have something depending. I said it all wrong. Basically, what you're seeing is people that's either trying to keep their house or their car. It's the only thing that's getting paid. All right. So the people who own these houses or cars are the ones that's a little bit money wise, a little bit safer than like your regular everyday citizen. All right. But as you can see, they started that last year, taking away people extra income, or like just making it hard, or like just taxing you more for like the property that you have, things of that nature. So a lot of these people were working for the federal government, right? A lot of these people was having good ass jobs that was giving them or helping them make that type of money to where they can go and invest in these properties and things of this nature. But if their outside money was already been attacked since last year, and now they're on pause for their main paycheck money, where all the lump sums was coming from, right? Because we try to understand, a lot of these women have been living high off the hog, and they've been quiet as fuck about it, especially black bitches. I didn't even know that it was so many of them working for the federal government, right? But if you put that paycheck with them getting food stamps, alimony, and child support, no wonder they was acting a fool out here. They was really probably banking 6, 10 bands a fucking month. 6 bands a month. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. That makes sense. That's why these whores been living like they've been rock stars, because quietly, secretly, they have. They have, and the government has helped them. Right? Damn. Receive benefits. That's what I'm looking for. Slovakia, y'all. I forgot where that was. Receive benefits. I think that's in there. If I spelled it right. Hell no. Okay, 9. Slovakia. Second edition 9 and 10. It says, oh no, let's start this up a little bit. Second edition 9. Start of verse 6, it says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in signs, in effects and signs. Right, man, because now we're seeing a whole bunch of spiritual power moves being made, right? We've seen a lot of signs, we've seen a lot of blood moons, right? Earthquakes, okay? All these are the signs of the times that the Lord warned us about. Verse 7, it says, everyone that should be saved and should be able to escape by his works and by faith wherein ye have believed should be preserved from the said perils, right? And we have to understand, before the main one, right, which is the missiles and the outright civil war, you have to understand that this is one of them as well. Are people leaning on this government? Are people leaning on the power structure of this place, right? Our people go down to Egypt, right, to ask for a covering, but not of the Lord's Spirit. That's what these women and these people do when they go and get a job for this place. They get in these contracts. They get to doing this with the government, doing that. They on HUD. They on Section 8. They on all these different things. So they're showing you that they relying on a system instead of the system of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. They are relying on men instead of relying on the Lord. Right? And even then, the Lord give them the benefits, and these niggas don't even praise the Lord. They don't even pray over their food anymore. Right? Second Ezra 9 and 8. Should be preserved from the said perils, and should see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning. Right? So the elect are the ones that the Lord is planning on saving throughout all this, through the government shutdowns, right? Through the storehouses being empty, right? Through the chaos and death, right? All these different things that is about to come down on you Americans, right? Verse 9, then should they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully should dwell in torments. Right? If you heard it, if you heard you as Israelites, but you mocked, you made fun of us, you made fun of the Heavenly Father. You said them guys is wasting their time. You said Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai don't sound right. What is that? His name wasn't that. His name is Jebus. That's what it says in the book. You want to be naive. You don't want to know no better. This destruction is for you, even if you are Israelite. That's what the Lord is telling you. It says, verse 10, which is the point, 2nd Esdras 9:10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. You see? So all these women and all these people that has benefit off the government, they then started it taking them away. They have started taking those benefits away. And I don't think they're coming back. Right? I don't think they're coming back. Okay? And that's why he's putting the troops in the streets. Okay? Everything's all about timing. Okay? And this goddamn devil has put the precautionary measures and steps before he pull the carpet from under your foot. So he got the protection there before he do the damage. Okay, so it's about to get way more worse because a lot of these women, because let's be frank about it, a lot of these federal workers were black women. All right, a lot of these hoes thought this shit was going to be sweet forever. All right, so they didn't save no fucking real money. They probably got one property that they rent to their cousin Shirley for the goddamn Section 8 check. Okay, but that shit is getting cut off. All these things, basically, they have learned how to use their baby daddy, which is the government, right, and use him in every aspect to get some money. Whether it was from off their kids, off of their jobs, off of taxes, right? Our people are good for that, right? It says, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, right, man? Because a lot of these people, especially women, they think this time now is for you to live your best life, for you to date all these men and figure out which way you want to go. They don't even understand. That mindset alone is about to get you left here and get you destroyed. And they have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open to them, understood not, but despised it. Right. While the brothers out here pertaining to Proverbs 1 in the marketplace, right, on the highways and byways, telling you the truth, telling you to get right with the Heavenly Father, He on His way. Don't you see all the signs? These people laugh at us. Our people make these videos daily talking about how they feel like the people on the street corners are crazy or whatnot, right? Yelling and all this shit, right? The only thing that they'll take is, yeah, we are the Hebrew Israelites, but that's it. So like they don't even keep up with the story in the Bible that tell you who your enemy is, why they always hate you, and like they don't like. That's as far as they go is knowing that they're a Hebrew Israelite. Well, that's not going to save you. That's not going to save you. Matter of fact, you're going to be punished even worse because you knew and you did not try to get right with the Heavenly Father. That's what all this is going into. For such in their life have received benefits and have not known me. The Lord still look out for your nappy head ass, and you people don't even show the respect to try to get to know the Lord, man. All right, and so now He's about to kill you. He's about to have the biggest death toll in a long time that this earth has seen. He about to set the new record. Okay, and this is the point. 2nd Esdras 9:12. The same must know after death by pain. All right. So this government shutdown is just a start of it, because people still have the little bit of hustle and the benefits that they've been receiving for the last 10 to 15 years. But guess what's going to happen in the next couple months and months? The price of food is going up. Everything is going up. So all these people who think that they have a lump sum that they're going to save, they're going to wake up one morning and they ain't going to be able to contact their bank. They're not going to be able to have that money, right? And then And then everybody's gonna be in the equal playing field. And then those same prophets who y'all mocked and are made fun of, stock value is gonna soar through the roof. All right? Because you niggas ain't gonna have no answers. You niggas ain't gonna have no faith. You ain't been practicing, you ain't been working on it. You ain't been putting yourself in a situation to go without. Right? You ain't been building up on none of these things. Only thing you people have been doing is soon as you hungry, you eat. As soon as you horny, you fuck. So when the Lord bring the situation, and I ain't talking about no day, I'm talking about months at a time to where you uneasy. You ain't got a fucking piece of a cool piece of sleep in the last 2 weeks. You haven't not had a gun in your face in the last 3 months every day. You know. Then we're gonna see how you people feel about all your boasting and all your proudness and all the wickedness that you have been doing.
But here's what Mike Johnson has to say is the reason, and many Americans are believing this, that this is about health care for illegal aliens. That's not it. Okay, I do not. We're having some technical difficulties today.
People know it's not beautiful.
But here's Chuck Schumer.
And so they know, our Republican colleagues know that the American people are fully behind us when it comes to lowering costs.
His whole face look like a lie. Let's go get to the other one because basically she's gonna expose them and let you know that the president don't even have that power. Matter of fact, let me find this quote real quick.
But side of
don't have
Roku self-serve ads platform. It's easier than ever with ads.
When I heard this, I wasn't even surprised. Matter of fact, it's to the point now to where every situation that I hear, even if they get exposed, I know that it goes in deeper, meaning that these people and the way that they push their lies, it just doesn't surprise me anymore. These motherfuckers lie about every goddamn thing.
Manager, sign up today.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having...
Okay, so the Democrats are saying it's not true. It's not about illegal immigrants. Mike Johnson, the clip that I had, which we don't have because we're having some technical difficulties today, he says that, well, it's because they want to give health care to illegal immigrants, and he actually got fact-checked directly on air, and because he says, look at the document, and read it, and then the newscaster was like, well, I did, and it doesn't actually say that. It doesn't really matter. None of it actually really matters. Let me just go through the history of government shutdowns and why this is so totally and completely infuriating. It doesn't really matter what they're squabbling about. It doesn't actually matter if you agree with Democrats or if you agree with Republicans. None of it actually really even matters. Government shutdowns began in 1980. What happened was in 1974, and actually, I did my very first video ever when I launched this show, The Kim Iverson Show, on YouTube back in January of 2019. My very first video was on government shutdowns, so it was kind of a blast from the past. Here we are, still talking about government shutdowns. We still have not been able to solve this, and it's so infuriating. So what happened was back in 1974, Democrats controlled both chambers. They controlled Congress, but they couldn't, by an overwhelming majority, but they couldn't agree with one another about actually abortion rights. Democrats fought amongst themselves about abortions, and it caused them to want to shut down the government. The first early shutdowns were over abortions, and it was Democrats shutting Democrats down because of it. But it all went back to 1974 when Democrats really didn't like what Nixon was doing. President Nixon was he was basically putting embargoes on. We're doing it anymore because Congress took it away. Then no one was for this, but the Attorney General in 1980. This would be Attorney General Civiletti. He put out an opinion. Now, he wasn't a judge. He's just the attorney general. And he put out an
Come on, man. When I first watched it, it didn't seem like it took this damn long. I don't get time for all that. But basically, she's going to go into how the Senate had took that power away from the president a long time ago. So when these presidents been running off of getting the debt paid off and all, that's a lie. They haven't even been in charge of it since 1980. All right, now go back and watch this show. It's the Kim Iverson, The Truth About the Government Shutdown. Okay, and she's going to bring it up in the law and everything. All right, so that right there goes to show you that these people be witchcrafting. These people be playing the population of America as fools. These people are doing exactly what she came in the video saying. They're just robbing your ass blind. All right, they're setting America up to be destroyed, but the elites is robbing you on your way out before he gets you killed. He's robbing you, and then he's making the other nations point the missiles over here at you while he building his bunker. So basically, robbing your ass, and then he's gonna have the other nations. This is planned to take you out while they come back after the rubble come out their bunkers, and then make everybody take a chip and like live and eat them like heaven. You know, not about to happen. All right, why do the heathens rage and imagine a vain thing? Okay, but goes to show you, man, that their government and all this shit, man, all these things is just a strategic way to lie to the people. Even they law has a law of laws to get around the law. You know, it's just everything that they stand for is not it at all. All right, they don't stand on business. All right, as a nation, these people are fucking backstabber snakes, man. All right, and you can't trust them. Okay.
When you deliver with DoorDash, you get to choose when you do it and when you don't.
Okay, I think I'll do it now.
Now works.
I have an idea.
Bills are due. What are you going to do? What are most people going to do? I can tell you what they're going to do. They're going to go to a credit card.
That's crazy!
That includes groceries. That includes gas. That includes your rent, your mortgage, anything underneath the sun of living, you're going to pay on the credit card. 26% interest.
Wow.
And here's the thing. I'm not trying to tell you to prepare to give your money to me or to anyone else. I'm telling you to prepare for yourself. The money stays with you. All you have to do is put it aside.
Furloughed workers like Dr. Ashaki Robinson shared their stories and struggles at today's council meeting. She tells me missing out on back pay.
It would be absolutely devastating. It would put me at risk of losing my home. It would put me at risk of a lot of different things because most people don't have tens of thousands of dollars waiting just in case the government shuts down. I mean, most of us are a couple of paychecks away from true devastation.
A sentiment echoed by another.
But it's funny though, because y'all the same black independent strong women. Y'all the ones who don't need a man. And now real life is hitting them. How much hurt and how much embarrassing moments I had to endure from you people, from you women, from y'all boasting in this fake ass fiat currency and these fake ass positions. If you think that a man of the Lord is about to have any remorse or feel, fuck you people. I can't wait till a black bitch like that really be out here, nigga. You could just tell from her look. I'm Salakia. But you could just tell from her look, you know, tomorrow how she feel about a man. You can, I swear, I can tell. I can tell. All right. I've been around black people enough. All right. I'm from Memphis. I've seen it all, bro. Like, these women are, oh my God. All right. They're the main ones in our enemies' houses, man. All right, just like back in the day, the fucking black woman was what? Always known to what? To go clean the white people house all the way across town. Her husband fuck on them, and they give them pennies and fews while they kids shit all day and all shit, and they got to clean it up. They got to make their food. The same way with it now. All right, all women are getting paid to be the garbage man for white people. All right, and you go into these nursing homes. Right now in these nursing homes, right now today here in Ohio, Here in Ohio, I seen it. I seen it. The fucking good nursing homes be full of old ass white, evil ass, racist ass crackers, right? And all the people they gotta lift them up, clean up their room, and clean up after them, and sweep up their trash, empty their trash, wipe their ass, clean their diapers. Is number black people, number black women mainly, big ass Keishas, right? Cause they gotta be strong enough to lift the patient, so it'd be big ass Keishas. All the RNs be white chicks. They don't touch them. They don't touch they fucking old ass grandmamas. They get that shit to Jake women, and that's why we are not feeling sorry for you black women, man. For you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American women, man. Because you bitches left our families to go work to be a fucking doormat for these people, just to come back and then try to be, and then try to make the man your doormat. Can't wait, man. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait, man, till the Lord really make you motherfuckers feel that pain, bro. Feel that. I'm talking about fuck losing your job, bitch. You ain't gonna be able to eat. I'm talking about I can't wait, man. But anyway, back to the point. It sure doesn't take away from this goddamn devil, so-called white man, right? Being the wicked, all right? Because the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. So if all this shit is coming down from the power structure, meaning if all this shit is above your pay grade and it's coming down bad news after bad news after bad news, that means that you have some incompetent leaders, right? One letter threw off the man. Come on, man. Fucking hate Satan, bro. I hate these motherfuckers, bro. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. All right.
Devastation.
A sentiment echoed by another furloughed worker who did not want to share their identity due to fears of retribution.
I would be in the bankruptcy line along with some of these other individuals here. If that was the case, a lot of us would have to file bankruptcy. Seriously, because we wouldn't be able to pay our mortgages when we do go back, if we do go back.
Look, I wasn't BSing you.
And look, we don't give a damn. All right. All right. We don't give a damn. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about you trying to buy some fucking wooded up place on top of your people bones? Who gives a fuck? We ready to get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this place, man. Ecclesiastes 12:3-4. That shit just made me totally mad. In the day when the keepers of the house should tremble, and the strong men should bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because there is few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Right, man. Right now, you motherfuckers, it ain't looking good for you people. You look out the window, you looking out to see what the fuck popping, it ain't nothing popping. Right? It's getting worse and worse. It's getting darkened out there. All your hustles and all the different ways you knew how to get money is drying up. All right? Even for us. Right? Right? But we got hope. You niggas ain't got no hope. You niggas don't got no hope. Y'all, y'all don't know why y'all in straits. We know why we in straits. So, nigga, we got hope for the wide, all right, which is the kingdom, okay? But verse 4 says, and the doors should be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. Right, man. Right, man. Right, man. And a lot of you motherfucking women have been employed by the federal government who has used you as enemies towards your own family. And you think that now that we gonna give a fuck about what they doing to you, you gotta be smoking crack. Right? You made your bed, you lie in it. You been rolling with this goddamn devil, you've been playing the stupid game for the longest, so now you about to get that long stupid prize, man. All right? And he shall rise up with the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music should be brought low. Right, man. Right, man. All this entertainment shit and all that shit's going down the drain because that's the spirit of the Lord. He taking all the mirth out of this place. He taking all the excitement out of this place because this is not the time for that. We are in the time of war. We are in the time of breaking down. We are in the time of building up. That's why even if you do build up something now in this place, it's not the same. It doesn't have that glow about it. It doesn't have that new car smell anymore, right? It doesn't feel the same. This shit is ready to be taken out. Everybody can feel it. Last one, man, and we're going to close it on out. Job 20:22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he should be in straits. Every hand of the wicked should come upon him. All right. And when you go into this word wicked here, it goes into the laborers. All right.
Strong's H 6001. A male. A male.
It says laborer, sufferer, wretched one. Right. Right. Because basically that's what they're doing. They're destroying the middle class, the people who work for a living, the people who keep this place going. Right. So let's get this in the translation, see what it says, see if it says anything different. It says, in the midst of plenty, they will run into trouble and be overcome by misery. Right? Misery of who? Of the wicked, the laborer. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he should be in straits. Every hand of the laborer should be upon him. So all these people that are losing their jobs is eventually going to take to the streets and eventually going to want the heads of these politicians. So with that, I pray the lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kaha Kadash. Shalom, y'all.